Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
26-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, Lobo. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
So don't say nothing. 49, check 49, check 49. 25, check 25, hey. Check 25.
Joker, Joker.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Chef. Go. Check 26, check 20. West.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Back to throw here.
I'm going back to you.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Eat. Watch the slant.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, here I come.
Recon, 132.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Single.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
It's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
They'll try the left side. McKee. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. 55 to Mike. Topper. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 55, Mike 55. On the ball. Mike 5.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now he'll go deep down the middle, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper foot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go! At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now Cook running right. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. right at the 50-yard line.
Check three.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here we go, D. Get it.
Second and 6.
All day.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That's where you belong.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll go with Jones. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. On the carry, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Mike 42.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Three buzz.
Watch that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
We got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
53, Mike.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Shift, watch the shift.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off them. This is caught inside the 15. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jalen Hurd in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
All day.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Watch out.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Who that? Check. Crunch. 22 jet bomber. Big grip.
They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You don't want none. check 4. Hey, switch it.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it brings up third down.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
132 fighter.
No. 3 down.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is fielded in the end zone. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Set, 8, eat.
Eat. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check right.
Yes.
Watch 55. I'm coming for you. You mine.
55's mine, guys. 55.
I'm coming. Hey, exit. Hustle, hit it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Watch the backer. Check.
They run it again with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, yeah.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Set up. Mike 42. Yup. Yo. Orbit. Mike, ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We're pretty quiet. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. He runs. Switch. Back. Check 9.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, McKee, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 55. Look at me. Zipper. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, Haywood. Mike 55. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Quit talking about it. And go. Jackrabbit. Come on. Ready?
Now Jones.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Go!
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Bravo!
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Mike, shoot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Let's get off the field. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Go!
Cloud. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Rock it.
Watch the out.
Snap.
On third down, here's Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
No. Off.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. Check 52.
Hey!
Oh, my God, on me. Check 3.
This is Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Check curls. Watch the edge.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
A beautiful fake. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Yes, yes. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Safety's creeping.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Go! check.
Look at me, zipper. Hey.
Mike 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't
Smoke.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. 8, 3.
55. Hey, eat. Watch the run.
Yep.
Motion.
Get it.
On first down, it's Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Yeah, baby.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Mike 55. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 55. Check.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
Making the catch is Sternberger. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Well, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Packers, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better